Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, we're going to play Dimir's Satoru in Standard. So, Satoru the Infiltrator allow us to draw a card whenever one of our creature enters, while 0 mana is cast on it, or, it was not cast at all, right? So, in Pioneer, what we did was just like Ornithopters and things like that, and Ninjutsu, but in Standard, we don't have that many kind of good 0 mana drops, or really only Ninjutsu is Kaito. So instead, what we're going to do is, we're going to bring them back from the graveyard, like Bloodghast. This means that whenever we bring Bloodghast back from the graveyard, we get to draw a card. Also, whenever we bring back Abhorrent Oculus by a reanimating spell, we get to draw a card. And the way we're going to reanimate is by No One Left Behind. This is a 5 mana spell that actually only costs 2 mana if it targets a creature with mana value 3 or less. Oculus is 3 or less. So this is kind of instead of the Azorius version of Reanimating Oculus, we have the Dimir version of Reanimating Oculus. But this time, instead of just dropping an Oculus and hope for the win, we're going to get a lot of card draws from that. So with Dimir, we're also able to run Overlord of the Balemurk to fill our graveyards very quickly. And then we have cards like Cut Down, Bitter Triumph to get cards out of our hand and remove things on board. We also have Souls of the Lost, which is a pretty good card in this deck, I would say, because a lot of times I feel like it's 2 mana for a big beast stick, so what? But one of the big things that I kind of forget is that Souls of the Lost require us to either discard a card or sacrifice a permanent as we cast it. A lot of times, we have dead cards in our hand we want to discard, like Oculus, like Bloodghast. I don't want them in my hand. I wanted to cheat them into play to trigger Satoru, so Souls of the Lost is very good at doing exactly that. So that's the whole idea of this deck. Now let's go into the deck list. So in the early games, we got 3 cut downs. Against red, you need to have cut downs. So in the current metagame, cut down is a must-have as interaction. Turn 2, we have more interactions, 4 Bitter Triumph, 2 Quag Feast for removal, as well as 4 Founding of the Third Path that can maybe cast one of these for free, and then put a Founding on board. So that's kind of the idea for our removal package. Now, along with the removal package, we also got our creature package in 2 Souls of the Lost. I'm going to move the Bloodghast to the side here. 2 Souls of the Lost, 4 Satoru, and 4 Overlord of the Balemurk. This is what we want to play on turn 2 on Tempo to fill our graveyard or eventually set up a bunch of card draws. Then we go to turn 3, and we have our Abhorrent Oculus, which probably are not being hard casted, but maybe, right? If we cast Quag Feast on Founding, we get to mill 2, and Founding mills 4. That might be enough for Oculus. So there are fringe scenarios on turn 3 that we might be able to play Oculus, but most of the cases we want to reanimate Oculus. Turn 3, we can also summon Kiora, which helps us draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. So if we draw, where is it? Bloodghast, we can discard it because we don't want it in our hand, and that basically gives us free card advantage in just this style of deck. And then the 5-drop, it's not a real 5-drop, is the 2 mana reanimating spell, return target creature card, No One Left Behind, right? And then we also have 4 Bloodghast, which, of course, the 4 Bloodghast is not ever being hard casted. I don't think I will ever try to cast Bloodghast, and I don't recommend trying to cast Bloodghast because 2 mana, 2/1 is very bad mana value. So what we want to do is try to put it into the graveyard, fill in the graveyard with these mill spells, or fill in the graveyard by discarding it through Souls of the Lost, Bitter Triumph, or Kiora, and then reanimating it through just playing a land. And when we do, we get to draw a card if Satoru's on board. So that's the whole idea. And one other thing that really combos well in this deck that I forgot when I was looking at the deck list is Abhorrent Oculus with Satoru, because Abhorrent Oculus manifests as 2. Right? Or it manifests as Dread, so it gets a 2/2. Right? And when it manifests as Dread, well, that's a creature entering battlefield, so we get to draw a card out of Satoru as well. So that is something that you cannot forget. And that makes this whole deck synergizes real well. And that's how I feel about this deck, right? If you look at it, the curve is actually very low to the ground. So we don't need that many lands, but it's still a tempo-based deck. Sometimes we might want to hardcast Abhorrent Oculus. Sometimes we might want to hardcast Overlord of the Balemurk. So I think it's fair to have 23 lands in the deck. So we got 4 islands, 4 swamps, 4 Darkslick Shores, 4 Gloomlake Verge, 4 Undercity Sewers, and just 3 Restless Reef. Restless Reef is very good at milling ourselves, so we can put cards in the graveyard. And if our opponent kills our land, we're not too sad about it because we can, play another land and bring back a bunch of Bloodghast. And by our opponent killing our land, I mean demo field. If they demo field our Restless Reef, that's what I meant to say. And that's the whole idea of this Dimir Satoru deck. I think this is one where, again, a lot of the newer combo that are showing up because of Aetherdrift, I think this is one of them that requires some fine-tuning, but it does seem to be very fun and very interesting to play. So let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is Admiral Kochak. Well, he's gonna Kochak us. Cool. We go first. That's new. We got Overlord. Maybe we'll work with the Abhorrent Oculus. Let's find out. It's a pretty good hand. As long as they don't have some sort of a graveyard hate. Turn 1 goes vacuum. Huh? Okay, no, but still pretty scary, right? Nesting bomb. Turn. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on! Not this, please. Okay. Do we Satoru here? It's not that bad, right? I don't think I need an Overlord this turn. Inspector. No attacks. Alright, let's get the Overlord out. Please mill one of the gas. Did not mill one of the gas. Kiora's pretty good here. Not going to be useful this turn, so it's unfortunate, but we'll have to get this going. This is going to cost 2 mana, and this is going to cost 3 mana. So there's actually no way for us to get there. Cool. Evangelist? Well, at least there's no attack this turn. So we Kiora. Draw 2 and discard 2. Not exactly which 2 to discard. Do I discard both? Maybe it's just discarding 1 Oculus is enough. Discard a land. We put the Restless Reef, and then we just pass turn. Now they're coming. Now the creatures are coming. I do have a bitter triumph if I want to reanimate something else again. I got Soul of the Lost, which... this draw is not great. They're going to case right now to kill our Satoru. Which means we don't get any card draw with our Oculus. Alright, well, that's the case. Let's start the blocking thing going on. I don't want him to get too wide, right? I don't want him to get the pump either. Maybe it's the Evangelist. Then it gets real wide. It gets messy. But still. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's got a... Yeah, Gleeful Demolition here. Nesting bot, yeah, he's gonna get real wide and it's gonna get real messy. First we got the No One Left Behind. Let's bring back the Oculus. Then we play another Oculus. And we mill 6, we'll exile 6 cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do I keep? Do I keep the Satoru in the graveyard? I can bring it back. I would get 2 mana fist triggers. That's pretty important. I mean, I guess. I don't think I could have bounced this, so. Oh, boy. Okay. Double Foundings on the board. War Leader's Call. I mean, yeah, that's to be expected. 9 Aaron. Pretty annoying, but it's here. It's fine. It's here. Sears License? Okay. A land, a very dead card. So we can Overlord for Satoru. I mean, I think we Overlord anyways, right? Do I impend the Overlord? Yeah, I have to impend the Overlord. There's the Bloodghast. Let's bring back the Satoru. Then we cast the Satoru. He's gonna draw me a card. Souls of the Lost. It's going for damage. Right? I think so. Going to 10 will give our Bloodghast haste. And then we manifest twice. So double manifest. I get a creature. And I get a draw. Oh, another Bloodghast is pretty good. I mean, I guess I can use the Bloodghast to block. The creature will come back. I don't have a land right now, so... I'll let get the Oculus. Alright. Our board is wide. I have 3 Bloodghast total. We're gonna get shot by the damage. I mean, if they have a Gleeful Demolition, we'll take 3 more damage, and then there's a lot of damage on board here. So I have to be careful. But so does he, because if he taps out, he dies to the Abhorrent Oculus. And he doesn't know that I have a Bitter Triumph. I can make him... I mean, if he has 1 blocker, I can make him lose that blocker as well. Just the 1 attack. And then he's going to play the Seer Slicer, probably. Yeah. Don't think that's going to be good enough. He might have a Gleeful Demolition still for 3 more damage, but the Oculus fly, and he's at 10, so. Thank God for the Bitter Triumph. Thank God I'm bitter. Oh boy. Alright. He didn't do it though, he's holding up that 1 mana for something. I wonder what that 1 mana is for. I guess we're founding into a Bitter Triumph. It's a free cast anyways. And then we discard Souls. We discard Oculus. I think we discard the Oculus. Chapter 1. Bitter Triumph. Discard a card. Killed this one. Ah, GG. Haha, we got there. This attack will kill him. So yeah, I guess we co-check them. Alright, our opponent is Clessy Drix. Clessy? I don't know. Something Drix. Alright, we got Satoru and Bloodghast. Sort of the combo. But nowhere to discard it. Or no way to discard it. Double Satoru? I might need to cut down, right? You never know, I might need to cut down here. 2 green. 2 green, nothing. What are they gonna play? I have no clue. Let's bring our Infiltrator. Let's let him infiltrate. Dinosaurus. That's what's going on here, huh? Other dinosaurs gets +1/+1. Well, mine's Menace, so I can still attack through him. And I will. Let's get the founding down. Gonna mill 4 cards. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Nice 4 cards milled. I guess I wasn't gonna draw any good cards anyways. Hunter's Talent. I was gonna fight. I mean, that was happening. That was happening no matter what. Oculus. How many is there? 4. This is a 3. Okay. It's dead. Now, no one left the Oculus behind. Sometimes it's about these unfair draws. Some draws are real good and some draws are real bad. That was a real good draw. That got us out of a sticky situation. Huh. Ah. Not turning down an onboard Oculus here. Hulking Raptor. Cool beans. I suppose. It is hulking. Do I trade? If I trade, what else do I do here? Right? I don't know if I want to trade. But if I trade, he has no creature. So. We traded. I think we Bloodghast. I couldn't. I might be able to discard the Bloodghast, so. Menace. Ah, so he draws me a card. We can't return this, but okay. No one left behind. That'll give me another Oculus. Big old dino. What do we do here? Kill the big old dino. And then well, let's go for the combat first. Down to 4. And then we'll play the Oculus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any instant sorcery I don't need? No. Okay. 6. Okay. GG. Yeah, mono green. I mean, it's like picking on kids at this point. Alright, our opponent is Yoko, the Initiate. Now that's how initiated they are. Oh boy. That. Huh. I don't know. Opponent goes first, that's kind of scary, but it's also not a good hand. I do get a mill too. Maybe I mill something good. I'm gonna keep. I mean, the whole point is getting Bloodghast in the deck, so I have Bloodghast. Can't hate it too much. I guess I can hate it a little bit because of the mono red. Maybe I need more Kioras in the deck. A Kiora would be very good on turn 3. Seconds. Okay, just switch the left and right. They've got no issues with creatures. I gotta mill. I gotta mill 2 things, right? And if I mill 2 sorceries, this actually doesn't actually kill it, which is kind of sad. But balls to the wall. We're gonna do it. We got a Bloodghast. That's good. I guess that's good. I don't even know. Like 3 Bloodghast is a little much when we have no payoffs. If I can get a Satoru here, that would be a very good top deck. But if I cannot, this will be a tough battle. I cannot. Now there. Here's another Bloodghast. We be gasty. So gasty. Nasty gasty. Questing Druid is a real good card. They even get their mouse. We get nothing. Oh man, our draws are abysmal. Okay, well, this is one of those games, right? It is what it is. We got 4 Overlords in the deck. We got 4 Satoru in the deck. And we have... Actually, what else do we have for card draw-wise? Oh, 4 Foundings. There's at least 12 cards. That's good. And we didn't drop any of those. They draw land. Guess we're gonna have to race this way. Can't return anything. From your graveyard, I don't even have anything in my graveyard because all I have is Bloodghast. I guess if he does not interact with my graveyard, that's the problem that I might have. I don't sack a creature to do something in his deck. Maybe I should. Innkeeper's Talent. Alright. Target the hero. Maybe he doesn't attack? Yeah. No, wait, he doesn't attack, right? Yeah. Bloodghast can block, so they're kind of pointless. Oh, come on, just lands? Alright, GG. Alright, our opponent is Tuco 385. Okay. He's gonna Tuco us. We go first. This is real good hand to go first on. Let's hope to capitalize on it. Maybe we'll get to cut something down immediately. If they're red. They're not red. They're Dimir. Hopeless Hopeless Nightmare is funny. So here's I discard an Oculus. Yay! Thanks for the free Oculus. He's gotta be salty about that, right? No place. If you got no place, I'm gonna turn cards sideways. This town ain't big enough. Alright, I got 2 cards in the graveyard, which is not enough. I wish I could bounce this, but I can't. So, what I gotta do here is play the souls. This can go. I'll discard a land. I already have another land, so this is fine. Momentum breaker. Novice Inspector. Cool beans. Alright, we got, what, how many cards? 5? Now we have 6. Donkey is back. I should have attacked first. I forgot that I exiled the souls. Whoops. Satoru's fine. If they make me discard a Bloodghast, it's not the end of the world. Nowhere to run on face down card or souls. Gonna go to souls. He's gonna play that nightmare. He's gonna play the nightmare. They can discard a Bloodghast. Oh no! Founding. We just mill 4 cards here? Well, I mean, I'm gonna turn these cards sideways. There's no 4 cards. Oh, I got a Bitter Triumph. Very important here. Manifest some dread. Both lands. Nurturing Pixie. What is he gonna nurture? Nowhere to run? Nowhere to run. I have an Infiltrator. I should have turned it face up first, but all I got is Bitter Triumph, huh? Well, actually no, a land. That's Bloodghast. Ah, GG. Take that. Stupid Kaito and your bounce and Pixie and just top deck. Get wrecked. Alright, our opponent is Sahirik. How do you pronounce that letter? Satoru. We got Founding. Maybe the Founding will find us cards. But this is definitely going to be an uphill battle. Okay. Our opponent's red. Already a very uphill battle. We're going to have to hope that Founding get us there quickly. I'm going to need like a cut down or something. Oh, come on. You're playing red. I have 9 removals in the deck. And at this point, if 9 removal is not enough, like what kind of stupid standard are we playing? Right? 9 is a lot. Monsters Rage, fair magic card. Now their 1 mana is a 3/3. Gotta go to chapter 2 because I have no chapter 1 here. No 4. Alright, we get a bitter triumph. Guess we're gonna be bitter about it. Just go after the pump. I think we're dead. Alright, we gotta use the bitter triumph on a Heartfire hero. Yeah, opponent went first with this shit. Actually, no, I went first. I'm at 3. This attack just kills me. Alright, our opponent is Zemedzalvela. And they go first. No way to discard a Bloodghast, but otherwise, okay hand. We'll go from here and see where it takes us. Actually can't cast his Bloodghast. Also no black mana. Fire Claw. Nope. Got the black mana now. So, can I afford? Kinda have to. Challenger. Well, 2 damage. We'll kill this 2 damage card. Hired Claw. He's real hired, alright? Souls of the Lost. Souls of the Lost is great. Discard a card. Autoplay with discard our Bloodghast. Souls of the Lost is a 1/2. Can't block that, but maybe he tries to kill it. Swiss Sphere. There's a Burst Lightning. He's running low on cards, which is important for me. I can bring back Souls of the Lost. I think I'll bring that back later. I'm not gonna Quag Feast this turn, so maybe I just draw an extra card will help. I only draw an extra card by doing this, which means that I only have 1 blue mana. Not good enough. I'm screaming. Oh my god. Okay. Well, it's a good thing I have Quag Feast. So, do I have 3? I don't have 3 permanents in the graveyard, huh? I got 1 permanent in the graveyard. So I have to use this. I don't think he's gonna block the Bloodghast. Right? He's not gonna block, but Bloodghast also can't block, so there's that. Gotta play this sewer. And then we try to Quag Feast the Screaming Nemesis. Alright. Barely got there, but we got there. He's probably got more Nemesis, to be honest. I don't know if that's good enough here. Yeah, right? Probably got more Nemesis. So, we're gonna have to draw into a good card. So, Surveil first. Let's Surveil first. Go away. I would say that's a good card. How many? 1, 2, 3. Exactly 3. So let's attack with this Bloodghast first. Takes it. We shall feast on your nemesis again. Oh boy, okay. That changes things, right? I was going to bring back Souls of the Lost, but now I can bring back an Oculus. Ah, got him! Stupid red deck and your stupid red cards. Get the F out of here. Alright, our opponent is Scar. I mean, he does have a Scar. Long live the king. We go first. We can drop the Bloodghast. It's pretty good. Red, huh? Alright. Gotta go for the kill as quickly as possible. It's goblins, so they're gonna have a lot. They're gonna have a lot, they're gonna be a lot. Maybe they kill my Souls of the Lost. That would make me happy because that's not a card I care too much about. They are goblins. First strike haste. They are gonna kill the Souls of the Lost. Alright, let's get the... Do I give an Undercity Sewer down though? Huh. Well, either way, I'm getting Satoru down first. I'm getting... I should have gotten the other card. I should have played the Darkslick Shores, because I could have gotten a cut down. It's very... sort of fringe, but it could happen, and that might be important, right? Maybe he has a torch against the Bloodghast, and he's thinking to torch the Bloodghast. So, Quag Feast is a very good card next turn, but I also want Overlord, so it's kind of tricky. 3-Tree City! What the hell? What is this deck? Our opponent's brewing. Seer Slicer? Okay, but you gotta attack. If you don't attack, it doesn't do anything. He didn't attack. So it didn't do anything. Let's attack with the Bloodghast first. Don't think he's gonna block. And he didn't block. Alright, I don't want to let him attack through the Seer Slicer, so let's just get rid of this first. Doesn't return any Bloodghast. I do have Kiora though, right? I can bring back Kiora. I can also bring back Souls of the Lost, which is a very big creature. Hard to fight against in red. Squee. Is Squee attacking? Squee is attacking. So he will kill the Satoru this turn by sacking the scam. But that's okay, because, you know, that's what the Overlord is for. Founding, huh? What can I found into? A Quag Feast, a Bitter Triumph, and a Cut Down. None of which is that enticing, honestly. So I guess we will Overlord the Balemurk first. Okay, okay. Now that's important. So different cards. And we'll play Souls, discard. You can discard this Bloodghast. That definitely, I don't want a Bloodghast in my hand. Attack for 2. He can exile his whole graveyard to play Squee. That makes him feel better. Oh, that's a good card. We'll get a free goblin from this. We'll get a free card draw from this, but, you know, killing a creature is still worth it, I think. You do get a free goblin. So he changes that 2/2 into a 2/2 something else. Seer Splicer. Alright. It's pretty annoying here. I could mill 4, or I could try to get back... You know what? If I get back a Satoru, I would have 2... I would be able to get a Bloodghast, which is 1 card draw. Is that worth it? I just got the 1, right? Seer Slicer is scary. But if we're racing him, won't I get there faster? No guarantee. Life is not about guarantees. Aha! That was a mistake. So now I have Founding for 2 mana. Or, yeah, Chapter 3. For 2 mana to give back 1 left behind. And we'll target Satoru. Pay the 2. No one's left behind. I draw a card for that. And then I can play this, which gets me 2 lands. Draw a card. Draw a card. Overlord and Overlord, huh? Okay. Well, no cut downs here. I got 1 out of the 3 cut downs already, so 4 mana just to return a creature isn't great, but now our board is a little bit more threatening. None of which can block. Scam. But he's incentivized to attack. And I have to block it. So he'll get a free creature this way. Unless he gets a land. Oh, it's a land, okay. But yeah, if I don't block, then he gets a free creature for nothing. So now this creature just kind of changes itself. Can he squee? He can squee. Squee in post-combat is kind of funny. So, we can hardcast an Overlord here. Or we can softcast an Overlord. Which one's better? Hardcasting an Overlord does make our Soul of the Lost bigger. Maybe that's warranted. Get an Oculus back. It's not too bad. 6/7 and 2 2/1s. I don't think I want to attack with the Satoru. Free card draw. He hasn't learned his lesson. He has not learned his lesson. Alright, well, here's Restless Reef. They both come back. Now we gotta survive this attack. If we survive this attack, I think we got him. What? What did it do? Draw a card, create a treasure. Oh, you tapped 3/3 city. Ah, GG. Yeah, this is a weird goblin deck. I gotta say, it was really weird. Our draws weren't great, but it's also not that bad, so we were able to get there. GG. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you saw all of those crazy graveyard shenanigans, how does this deck feel? Does it feel better than the Azorius Oculus deck, or does it feel worse? I have to say, this deck feels to me better than the Azorius Oculus deck, just because that deck is very one-dimensional, and it folds immediately to Graveyard Hate. This deck obviously does not fight very well against Graveyard Hate, but it has other ways to win, and you know, unless our opponent has things like Rest in Peace, which is a big graveyard hate, right? If it's just a targeted removal, like Cease and Desist, where they exile 1 card, we're going to be able to fight through that. And then this deck with Overlord the Balemurk still has some, you know, sustaining damages. And then if we're able to stick an Abhorrent Oculus, even if they have graveyard hate afterwards, Abhorrent Oculus will continuously give us value. So I would say that this deck is a little bit better in that regard, but not much. Honestly, Graveyard Hate will still eat this deck for breakfast. But against any deck that's not Graveyard Hating on us, I feel like this deck has a healthy advantage in the combo strategies, because we can bring out Oculus and combo off with Oculus. We can bring out the Bloodghast and just keep hasting with Bloodghast for the win. We can bring out the Overlord of the Balemurk and maybe a Souls of the Lost and hit for a very big damage. So there are several ways to kind of get there instead of the Azorius Oculus deck, which is mostly just Azorius, or just the Oculus being reanimated. And this deck is a little bit more sustainable against things like the Stonebrain. Right, if our opponent exiles all of our Oculus, we don't just die right away in this deck. Whereas for the Azorius deck, they probably will. So that's kind of the idea for this deck. Now let's talk about fine-tuning. I think 23 lands might even be too much. There's a few games where I just get flooded. So this deck kind of curves out to 3, right? We don't really have anything other than 3 drops. Overlord is a 2-drop on the impending side. No One Left Behind is a 2-drop on the reduction side. So yeah, it kind of curves out to 3, so maybe 22 lands is enough. And I will probably cut maybe an island. And another thing that I've noticed is that a lot of times, right, what I did was I have to hold a land and tap my current existing mana on board to play Satoru. Then I play a land to trigger the Bloodghast, and that'll draw me some cards. But the problem with that is the lands that I hold in my hand is an island, which I don't have a 1-drop island or 1-drop blue spell. So I think some fine-tuning needs to be done there, where cut down maybe is not as important as something like Into the Flood Maw. Maybe 2 cut down, 1 Into the Flood Maw, maybe 1 cut down, 2 Into the Flood Maw makes this deck better. Or maybe it's about not having as many islands. Maybe it's 5 swamps to 2 islands. Right, so that's something that could be fine-tuned. And again, like I said, this deck is not perfect, but it's also fun to play, and I recommend you try it out. And I'm pretty sure that as the meta keeps growing, there are going to be better and better cards for us to kind of shuffle into this deck, because I don't think Overlord is going to rotate anytime soon. Satoru's not rotating anytime soon, and Bloodghast just came out, so this part of the combo is here to stay. No One Left Behind though. That's going to go away soon, because that's from Brothers War. So we have to figure out how to kind of combo that with another reanimating spell for the Abhorrent Oculus, or we're going to figure some other thing out. But that's really all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.